Meanwhile, travel to Hawaii with us.
Good morning, Oahu. Good morning. It is, what is it, like 6, maybe 6:30 in the morning? We got up at good old 5 this morning so that we can make it to Pearl Harbor before hopping on our flight. Whew. Our best hostess ever is on her way to pick us up. And she really did the thing. And she has changed the way I view visitors forever. She took care of us, y'all. With her time, with her finances, with all of that. This is gorgeous, but this does look like you're driving now, like Miami or California, like LA. So guys, in December of 1941, the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. It was one of the most devastating attacks on U.S. soil to ever occur. We are here to visit the Pearl Harbor Historic Site. I didn't know it came with all this. So this was the free bird thing that we had to book. I think we had to pay $1. Okay. This is our self-guided audio tour. We get a phone and headphones and a map for every person. And what you have to do is... Can you tell I do hand videos? That's my cash stuff. So what you have to do is open the map, and the yellow dots are what we go by. So you see how this one says 119, 120, 21. Mm-hmm. You type in that 3-digit code and press enter, and it will give you the story for where you're standing. Okay. I'm so glad we got to come and do this, though. My mom wanted to come, and I could not get tickets. She's been here like 2-3 times. This sculpture is the Tree of Life. Awesome. Look at this. All of the places, the islands, the Philippines, China, Japan. And then way over here are the Hawaiian Islands, way over here, out in the middle of the Pacific. That's why it's like, how, like, if Hawaii was formed through volcanoes, the people, how they get all the way over here.
Battleship Row is running this way along Ford Island, okay? So the battleships were facing towards the entrance to the harbor. So in actuality, the Battleship Arizona, if you could move it over, just like this. And a bomb that actually hit the Arizona was a 16-inch naval shell that the Japanese configured so they could drop her from high altitude. Matter of fact, you see the last bomb hanging on the left over there. That's exactly the type of bomb that hit the Arizona. And that bomb came down and hit in between turret number 1 and turret number 2. These 2 gun turrets on the starboard side. Hit right here, angled down into the forward gun turret, and just like it was designed to do, it punched down 5 decks and then exploded at the bottom of the turret. That's where the powder flats are, or the main magazine. That's 500 tons of black and smokeless powder. The explosion was so tremendous, it lifted the 34,000-ton battleship completely up out of the water and then slammed her right back down. These decks right here crushed down like this. The bow or the front of the ship was practically blown off. Then fire consumed the entire engineering sections of the ship. Fire broke out on the main deck in front of the stack, went all the way forward. Those two fires burned at nearly 8,000 degrees Fahrenheit for over 2 days. So by telling you that, you now get a better understanding of what physically happened to nearly 3/4 of the Arizona's crew. And what's so tragic about that is until the Navy would make their determination whether these individuals died on board or not, they were basically told, their families were told they were missing in action. And that would go on for weeks, months, and one extreme case, the better part of a year until they got that closure. And I hate to say it, but once they did get that closure, it was more or less provided by Western Union in the form of a telegram. Now there were 335 survivors of the Arizona. If they were on board the ship at the time of the attack, then they were towards the rear of the ship, and especially in these two gun turrets right here. Now many of those men that did survive and were able came forward to where the boat deck is, see right here, and they set up to fight the fires. And they were fighting those fires until pretty much the senior ranking officer that survived, Lieutenant Commander Samuel Fuqua, basically said, "Fellas, let's abandon ship." And that was around a little after 10 o'clock that morning. The bomb that hit the Arizona was at 8:06. They didn't abandon ship until about 10 o'clock. Because the main thing is you want to fight your ship. You want to save your ship. And basically it was a futile attempt putting out the fires until they abandoned ship. Samuel Fuqua made sure every single crew member was off, all the wounded were evacuated, and he became the last man to step off the Arizona alive. And for his actions that day, he would go on, he'd become the third person aboard the Arizona that received the Medal of Honor for his actions. That's the highest award for valor you can get.
So this was Battleship Row on Pearl Harbor, named because of the pearls that were harvested in this bay. And here 7 ships were waiting, and it was a Sunday, so they was preparing for Sunday services. It was ships representing Nevada. Some of the ships represented Nevada, Maryland, Tennessee, and of course Arizona.
188 planes destroyed. By nightfall, 1,158 Americans were wounded, and 2,390 people were dead.
But the worst part of all was all the crewmen that was on those ships was trying to get off because they were all burning. But they was a little hesitant about jumping in that burning sea also. Everything was fire in the sea too. Poor fellas that jumped off in that burning water, and most of them never did make it to shore. And the ones that did make it to shore, we personally witnessed it. They were burnt so bad that the skin was falling off their face, buttocks, and falling off their whole body. It's like you dipped them in a vat of grease or something. You never heard such screaming in all your life. It was just like hell on earth, I guess.
Empire State, Washington, D.C. That's what that boat says. So now we're at the USS Arizona Memorial. And this is where the USS Arizona sits at the bottom. I wonder what this is. Oh, so that's what that is. So the base of the turret, number 3. Parts of the ship visible above or just below the water. So this is the memorial, so we're like right over the ship. I figured it out. This memorial is the exact center of the ship. It's built over the exact center of the ship. Yeah, and then this is the.
It's that round thing, right?
Yeah.
Most of the ship is like this.
Yep.
All with facing it.
Yeah, so the ship is going. It's facing this way. Yeah. Wow. Wow. What a creative and interesting way to build a memorial. Right above where the ship rests. And so you can see some pieces of it from this angle too. And then you can see that this almost looks like it's like the tree of life, right? That sculpture that we see, the way the roof is done. And then in here, up here, we could see the names of the people. Oh, this memorial honors the fallen crew and all those who have died on that day. The remains of over 900 Arizona crewmen rest beneath you within the sunken battleship. Just ahead is an open area where you can look down into the ship. The enshrine room beyond displays the names of 1,177 Arizona crewmen lost in the attack. Another list honors Arizona survivors who have rejoined their shipmates in the waters below. Where's Russia? Because it shows you right here how they do it. They put them in this urn, and then they go down, and then they release them. So, like the people who have passed away after, like they didn't pass away on the ship, and they wanted to be buried with their shipmates. They do it like this. The urn holds contain ashes of an Arizona crewman. She will place it within a circular barbette that once held gun turret 4. Okay, they don't release the ashes. They put the urn down.
Put that.
No.
Trapped in the stern of the Arizona.
All right, so
The ship that burned for 3 days. So all those, there's 1,000 sailors and 77 Marines on the wall. So for 3 days the ship burned. And then the 2 shorter walls, you see the little short walls on
Not
each side?
yet.
When you go in there, it shows each year that they passed away. So they were cremated. And this is a photo of the picture. This is where they put the urns down into this gun turret right there. They'll dive down and drop their urns down into the ship. So it's about 48 names on that little short wall that have been in tours back with this shipmate. And there's one man still living. He was on TV. Did you see about 2 weeks ago?
No.
There's one man living from this ship. He's 102. And everybody in California rode past his house to wish him happy birthday.
oh wow,
Last man from this ship.
wow, it is. So she was saying, yeah, that there's oil that's still leaking from the ship. And so that's the film that we see on top of the water. And one guy from this ship is still alive. He's 102 years old right now. Wow. So in here we see the names of all of those. Yeah. Wow. And on the 2 short ones are the names of those who passed away after, but they're buried here now. And you can see the year that they passed and that they're buried. Wow. So these are the survivors that were interred with their shipmates. Oh, and once again you can see the tree of life. And just like that, October 3rd, our vacation here in Oahu is coming to an end. We are now at the airport. Oh, look at everybody looking sad. Oh. Y'all, Rochelle has been an amazing host, and she's a travel agent.
No, I'm not no more.
You're not?
I shut it down.
She's not
I give
anymore.
out- I
She
give
shut
out
it
tips.
down. But she gives out tips. Don't forget to check her out on Rochelle Adamson Budgets. And her sidekick Eva. It has been amazing. So here at the Oahu airport, there's actually like this cultural garden area that you can go down to and just kind of get your zen, meditate, so on and so forth, which is a nice little respite when you're in the airport. So we made it to LAX, y'all. This is our first layover. We have another layover to go. But with Priority Pass, we get to come here. It's like this gameway place, and you get to sit and play games. For me and 2 guests, all free. Each guest gets a snack. and a drink, or one alcohol drink and no snack. So it's pretty cool. You got the Nintendo, and your monitor will be up there. Okay, y'all. We just arrived in New York. With Shauna sends in text message, I say on the camera.
What?
We just arrived in New York. Last leg of our trip. Jay over there getting another boarding pass because somewhere between standing up and sitting down, he lost his. Alright, y'all. We are home. Look at the girls. And now one more stop. One more road trip. The last leg of the race.
The last leg.
We got to bring them to King's Dominion. So right now we're driving to King's Dominion where their friends are gonna. Oh, you got that light on too. We can turn when we come back. Where their friends are gonna meet them and drive them the rest of the way. So we're driving halfway to her. And Shauna has more luggage in the car that she didn't bring because she's ridiculous. All right, y'all. It was a great trip. All right, y'all know what we gotta do. Put our seatbelts on. Hold on. Now it's time for what was your favorite part of the trip? Shauna.
First? Oh my gosh, it was so much. I just think everything had amazing surprises to it. All the free tours, the walking tours. Canada was a blast. Canada's so beautiful. And then Rochelle did her thing in Hawaii. She showed up and showed out. Yes, it's the bomb.com.
Yes. And I'm like, this light.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Amazing. If you ever get a chance to book with Rochelle, book with her.
Yeah.
Tisha.
Oh man.
Favorite part.
I opened up
My favorite part was
you
got a new car.
I opened up everything in the chest.
Oh wow. Was kayaking.
Ooh,
I feel like I could kayak y'all around the world, man.
Just don't fall back.
Now that she fell out, she knew that she could get back in.
Yeah, I need a strong person there to help me back in.
Baby, favorite part.
Traveling with y'all.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Just traveling with y'all, doing all the adventures. Oh, they giving tickets out here? And well, man, best part, going to Vancouver was an experience itself. Getting to know the city. Walking, doing the little fly over Canada. That was awesome. We had some good breakfast over there. We had an interesting experience with my first hotel without having a restroom in it, a bathroom. That was pretty cool. Then just jumping on the ship, that's always amazing, watching the shows, eating great food, meeting, people that we haven't seen for a while, and doing activities there. My first time on this trip doing my stretch, I was kind of consistent with that. I think I did like 4 days. But then Hawaii was just amazing. It was beautiful out there. Did a lot of walking. It was good. I felt like I got a good workout this trip. It got me active to want to exercise and do more work on my body.
So I would say that, of course, Rochelle Adamson Budgets did her thing. I did not know. Had I known, we would have stayed there longer. Oahu. She showed us her Oahu, and it was just absolutely beautiful. I love that we hiked Diamond Head. That's something that I never thought I would. I didn't
even know what was Diamond Head.
Yeah, I didn't even know never knew I was gonna do that.
Got introduced in some amazing, little foods out there, little snacks.
And I think I also enjoyed visiting Volcano National Park and walking down to the crater, walking down.
because that's another thing I never thought I would do. So yeah, overall it was a really great trip with great people.
Y'all saw-
Great people are priceless, huh?
Oh, Tanisha said no. We're gonna starve.
We can stop at Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A would have been
Great
good.
people are priceless, y'all. Keep y'all
Yes.
people with y'all.
I can't get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type.